Hi, my name is Emmanuel Barty. I am the founder and president of the Grassroots Community Activist Movement. I created GRCAM back in 1991 as a virtual community/online social group because I lacked support from my former community to start my organization. Those who join my online groups, I share my knowledge with my members about finding college scholarships, grants, nonprofit grants, housing, legal service, and employment across the United States, all for free. I'm currently on 300 social networks, and I correspond with 125,000 people worldwide, spreading my cause. Help stop the genocide in American ghettos. But out of 125,000 people whom I correspond with, only 3 people are on my advisory board. This is unacceptable, Black America. I want to make Chicago a model first before we expand to 25 other cities within 25 states. My goal to start GRCAM on the west side of Chicago first. We will serve the Austin community, Garfield Park community, and North Lawndale community. Once we're established on the west side of Chicago, we will expand to the south side of Chicago to communities that want and need our services in order to unite our people and our community. Those of you who are on my friends list who live in the states which I will mention can help me start a chapter in your state once we're established in Chicago. As stated in my book, Alabama, Arkansas, California, Connecticut, Florida, Georgia, of course Illinois, Indiana, Kansas, Louisiana, Maryland, Michigan, Minnesota, Mississippi, North Carolina, New Jersey, New York, Ohio, Oklahoma, Pennsylvania, Texas, Tennessee, Virginia, Washington, and Wisconsin. I'm currently looking for legitimate film directors or play directors who will read my book and help me turn my book into a movie or a play in order for me to generate the capital I need to start my private school, the Grassroots Community Activist Institute for Arts and Entertainment. We will create and produce our own films, plays, and music in order to generate the capital I need to do all the things I have written in my book. We will offer 6 basic classes ranging from filmmaking, performing arts, entrepreneurship training, journalism, book writing workshop, and financial literacy. We will offer internships and give stipends to our students depending on our budget. Our long-term goal is to offer a music workshop with an on-site music studio and tutorial service, which would include an after-school program, adult education program, and a recreational center for our students and for the community we will serve. Now I call upon the art community, those of you who are actors, actresses, models, singers, poets, and dancers, to read my book first. If you agree with my plan to improve urban America, then share my book information with your family, friends, your place of worship, and at your local community center. Also send me a friend request on Facebook and or Google+. I won't be able to pay you top dollar. Keep in mind this is a startup business, but once I start making the big bucks like Tyler Perry, then I can meet your pay expectation. Undiscovered artists, you have a place within my organization where I have been overlooked by established Black organizations in my city for 22 years. I did not allow that to deter me from my calling, which is to liberate my people that are trapped in American ghettos. I call upon the faith community. We all agree that something needs to be done to end the senseless bloodshed within our inner cities. The Lord has given me a positive vision and a roadmap on how to end urban violence in America. Yet in my own city, which is the current murder capital, I don't have one church willing to work with me. Although I lack the manpower and the capital to start my business, this is why I wrote my story, to raise awareness about the genocide which is taking place within our inner cities, to promote my organization, and finally to generate capital/seed money to hire qualified people to be on my team. As a Christian socialist, I am willing to take the lead in starting this new movement in urban America. A Christian socialist is a form of socialism based on the teachings of Jesus. Many Christian socialists believe that capitalism is adultery and rooted in greed, social inequality, and institutionalized racism, which most Christian denominations consider a moral sin. I am also a social entrepreneur. A social entrepreneur are people who try to solve social, cultural, and environmental issues. Some of my Christian friends ask me, why do I include secular people on my friends list? I explain to them that we as Christians should focus on what we stand for, which is love, compassion, social justice, and liberation theology. Jesus commanded us to be a witness to others, not just for us to read his word, but to activate social change in the world, according to Luke chapter 4, verse 18 through 19. I don't ask for any donations. Instead, all I ask is that when you can, for you to purchase my book and read my story for yourself. If you agree with my plan to improve urban America, then share my book information with your family, friends, your place of worship, and at your local community center. Also send me a friend request on Facebook and or Google+. I call upon my international friends and associates, where my vision goes beyond urban America. Once we're established in 25 states, we will expand abroad to Africa, in the country of Liberia first, and throughout the African continent to people that want and need our services. We will go through the proper channels with their government to start my NGO, non-government organization / private for-profit service-based business in order to offer private employment to our clients and members based on our budget and sponsorship. We will not bring American values, but instead embrace your culture and see to it everyone benefit from this organization, whether they are believers or unbelievers, just as long as they accept the principles in my book. We will provide infrastructure for clean running water, agricultural technology to feed our people, and most of all, educate our people about the problems with capitalism and show them an alternative, GRCAM. We will also expand to Brazil and the Caribbean islands to people that want and need our services. Again, I don't ask for any donations. Instead, all I ask is that when you can, for you to purchase my book and read my story for yourself. If you agree with my plan to improve urban America, then share my book information with your family, friends, your place of worship, and at your local community center. Also send me a friend request on Facebook and or Google+. I want to make this a meaningful experience for my readers and supporters. I have ran across so many fake people online. I am an authentic urban author, an upcoming social entrepreneur. Those of you who have purchased my book and agree with what I'm trying to do in urban America, I will give you a chance to participate in our open auditions when the time comes. Don't trip if you're not selected in my upcoming film. We will make many more films through our private school, GRCAM. The reason why I keep stressing on reading my story first is to speed up the process rather than me having to constantly repeat myself over and over. I don't ask for any donations. Instead, all I ask is that when you can, please purchase my book and read my story for yourself. If you agree with my plan to improve urban America, then send me your Gmail or Yahoo email so that I can send you an email with my book flyer as an attachment. Please share my book information with your family, friends, your place of worship, and at your local community center. Also, if you know people in media such as local news reporter, local television station, local radio station, and persons who may own their own magazine company and who may be interested in Black issues, by all means share my book information with them as well. My book is on Amazon.com for $22.47 plus tax. I want GRCAM to become the best African American business in the United States, and also to turn my business into a multi-million-dollar business, which will create legitimate jobs to millions of employees in our urban communities and benefit our society if given a chance. Since my book sales are low again due to lack of support, I decided to focus my attention on finding legitimate film directors and or legitimate play directors to help me turn my book into a movie and or a play in order for me to generate the capital I need to jumpstart my business. My organization is open to all law-abiding citizens, all racial groups, and undiscovered artists, but everyone must accept all the principles in my book, no exceptions. Anyone who cares less about my cause or disagree with my vision will not be allowed to join my organization. This is my contribution back to my community and throughout the African diaspora. You can also connect with me on Facebook and Google Plus by typing in my full name. That's Emmanuel Barbee, Emmanuel. Last name is Barbee. You can also connect with me on Skype. My screen name is Manuel, that's Manwell, the number 4, Mankind. Thank you again for looking at my YouTube video. I'm doing my best to try to get my organization moved from behind the computer. It is a doggone shame it's been taking me so long to get this thing started. Again, I've been online for the past 22 years. It's very heartbreaking to constantly see a lot of people being destroyed in our inner cities, and I'm unable to do anything about it, and I'm being overlooked because I don't have the capital, and my organization is not up and running, so people don't quote unquote take me serious, and it's not I'm sort of unimportant at this point in time. And that's why I decided to go ahead and write my story. At least that's something concrete. And my vision is concrete, it's in writing. And I want to make sure that nobody else under my leadership will have to experience all this unnecessary rejection, denial, have to quote unquote beg people, because I didn't beg people, if they didn't want to work with me, cool, I keep it moving, and that's real. I refuse to kiss up, lick up, or bow down to anyone just because they're established. If they disagree with the vision that my creator has given me, then I keep it moving. So this is my last attempt in terms of trying to get my organization up and running. That's why I'm trying to focus on trying to find legitimate film directors or play directors to help turn this, what I've written in terms of words, into a film or a play, so people can see that, because nowadays people are interested in being entertained, and so I want to be able be able to reach people where they're at, generate that capital I need, hire my employees that I need, qualified employees on my team, and get this thing up and running first in Chicago, and then eventually in 25 other cities within 25 states. Once we're established here in the United States, then we're going to expand abroad, because I want that credibility to be here first, and I want to generate the capital and be a blessing to people that need our help. We want to meet the need of the community, and we want to be able to help people reach their life goals. That's what this organization is all about. And we're going to have that spiritual component for those that want to grow higher in their faith. We teach people all about Christian socialism. It's basically Christianity, but we just put the socialism part on that in terms of making sure everyone is going to succeed in this business. But we're going to be using the King James Version. So we're not trying to deviate from the Word of God. And we're going to practice what we preach. Everybody will be accountable for their actions, as mentioned in the book. My book is the foundation of my business. Everyone must be in agreement with that. Anyone that disagrees, they can be part of it. That's why it's private. So thank you for looking at this video, and I hope to hear from you all out there soon. Thank you.